Whoa!
That's a good cold open. I got some pics. Let me see if I can put any in the chat. But yeah, my big life update for the pod. We got a dog, honey. We got a dog. So let me see if I can put pictures in it. But her name is Coco. She is a black lab, and we think also a mix of maybe like a Jack Russell Terrier.
Nice. What are the dimensions and stats on
She
this?
is about 15 pounds. She's grown a lot. She was 10, but she is only 5 months old.
Oh, wow.
So she's really young, but oh my God, she's really cute. Let me put it in the chat real quick. Very, very cute dog. We picked her up from the shelter 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago.
Wow, fresh off the boat.
So literally fresh off the bone. My dad's outside tiring her out right now because she is just, when she goes into like this demon mode where she's just biting everything. She'll bite your, ankles, try to rip your socks off. We'll start biting furniture and like just need to bite and play. And so that's like obviously stressful because we don't really want her like biting. My parents don't want her biting the furniture. Like they're used to pretty tame dogs at this point, right? Our dogs were old and really didn't do much. They're just kind of old and like lazy. But Coco's she's a different breed, man. She is just animated and feisty and will go after your exposed ankles.
Wow. Well, you like a little bit of fight and personality in the dog because that'll, when you inevitably get into a rough spot, will give you a fighting chance to kind of get out of a sticky situation, which you'll no doubt find yourself in.
No, 100%. Like I'm gonna start dog fighting with her.
Yeah.
They don't call me the Michael Vick of Atlanta for nothing.
Yeah.
Just kidding. That was really bad. Yeah. I'm not gonna dogfight. That was a really weird comment. But she's good in a fight. She's good. She loves to like tackle you, like and jump up. If you like, kind of stick a knee out or take a knee, she'll jump on that knee and use that and sit on that to like start licking your face and like.
Wow.
Yeah, she's acrobatic. She's got a lot of love though. But when she just gets into these moods, she is just
demon mode, like you said.
Demon mode, yeah.
Wow.
But very cute. Like let me show you this picture. You're gonna be like, oh my God, how can she be a demon? Is that pasting? But that's been a big source of like fun, but also like stress because we're in constant like fear that she's gonna pee. She is potty trained. She's been doing pretty well. She has peed in the past, but like, here.
Yeah, they all go through it. It's a normal thing. They gotta get adjusted.
Yeah, I put it in the chat. Look, guys.
Ooh,
isn't that awesome?
That's really cute. Wow.
I know she is so cute. Wow. So freaking cute. When she's calm, she'll come up and snuggle and like she'll just like. I remember coming down one morning and I see my dad with her in his lap. She's just like chilling while he was drinking his morning coffee and watching like morning news. It was just such a vibe. She wants to be a lap dog, but half the time she's like feisty and like a little demon mode. But other half, it's like she's so sweet and she's so cute and she just wants to lay up next to you and it's awesome. So.
Nice.
Yeah, we got a new member of the family, so yeah, that's awesome. So
well, congrats.
Work has been stressful, and I got the webinar soon come, so that's what I'm most worried about. I want a vacation. I think I'm going to take a vacation soon.
Yeah, sounds like you should.
I haven't taken one in over half a year. I took one day off a month ago, one Friday off, but literally I haven't taken like a vacation in half a year, which is kind of sad. My mental state's deteriorated.
Go put your toes in the sand with a drink in your hand, I think is doctor's orders.
Thanks, Doc. Well, I'd like to see where you got your degree, but thank you.
Yeah, after it's a really lengthy process, we can talk about that after the show. Welcome, everybody. We are talking about dogs and family. Well, we got 3 dogs here, and we like to think of our listeners as family. So welcome to the Experience Podcast with me and someone else.
And someone else, and that other someone else is Daniel, who's the host and pretty much always here. Daniel, how's that for a cold open? Me ranting about a new member of the family.
It's okay. It gets your mind off of other stuff. So
Yeah. How are you doing? How's it going? How's it going in the big MT where you work? That didn't mean anything. Just like how's it going? How's it going?
Yeah, I'm not sure what that was supposed to be. It's going okay.
Any big updates?
No, I have a very low stress job, so it's can't really complain on that front.
Are you gonna get a dog soon?
No, probably not.
Did you have a dog growing up?
Yeah, my parents still have dogs.
Okay.
They still exist. Every once in a while I have to go up and dog sit for a day or something.
Because you're not far from home, right? So it's not too bad of a drive?
Less than an hour.
Oh, nice.
Oh, wow.
No, that's kind of bad, because then I have to go up and dog sit every once in a while, you know.
I was just about to get your take, because your tone when you said that wasn't, some people are super enthusiastic about it, but you weren't. So what are some of the individual challenges you face when you dog sit Daniel?
Well, no, I mean, like, it's fine. It's fine, not that bad. But sometimes it's like drop of the hat. It's like, hey, we need to go somewhere this weekend. Can you come up and stay at the house for the weekend?
And then your weekend's kind of like been hijacked.
Then I'm just sitting there walking the dogs and feeding them.
Well, that's impressive that you can do that.
Well, I don't have.
Yeah, so it's not the dog's fault necessarily.
No, the dogs are fine. The dogs are actually pretty great. I have no complaints with the dogs. They're a little energetic though, so if you can't handle that, then it could be a little much.
Yeah. I guess in that case, it's kind of like coaching or refereeing kids' sports. It's like it's never the kids that are really the problem. It's always the parents.
That's what I always hear. Of course, I don't know because I never played sports and have never been to a kids' sports game since. So, I can only imagine it's the parents, those awful parents, huh? I was just trying to give insight from someone who's like so far outside the space that anything I would say really can be disregarded. I don't know why I did that or like explained like why I said that. I was just, like that's just kind of like I was like, yeah.
Tanner, you do a lot of stuff, but you have never backed off of a take as fast as you just did.
Daniel, what I was trying to capitalize on there, I was trying to leave a good 7 seconds of silence after Tanner ended his.
Yeah, Daniel, there. Can you edit in like a full minute of just awkward pauses?
I don't want to leave it too long. I mean, I wanted to stop the rant. It sounded like Tanner was going to keep going. And Tanner, he's been canceled hundreds of times on this show.
It's honestly
a reoccurring
event.
Yeah. I think I've been fine for a while though. Like I think.
You compared yourself to Michael Vick earlier, so.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, that was in jest. Obviously, I would never do anything like that.
You get one a show,
And I mean, Tanner brings up a good point: is that people are too sensitive these days.
Yeah. Wait a second. It's not my problem. People are too sensitive these days. I was making a joke. Doesn't anyone know how to joke anymore?
Yeah.
To double down and take like the right wing comedian approach where you just double down and embrace followers from the right. Yeah. And become a grifter. That's my new life. That's going to be my new life goal. Like, say something so unfunny that people hate it and then just cry about cancel culture and then start selling supplements to right-wing people. I think that's in the cards for my career trajectory. What do you guys? Yeah. Could I pull it off?
I mean,
could I be a right wing?
Yeah, no, I mean, you with the amount of times that Daniel's had to edit your part of the show just to make it more palatable to a wide variety of audiences, I definitely think you're on the way. Kind of depends on the supplements you're selling. I have some input there if you want to get together after the show to kind of see, do some market research there. But I definitely think you have there's potential there for sure. So Daniel, what's your favorite dog breed?
Oh my god. We're doing that? I don't really have a preference.
Okay, then what breed are your dogs that you dog sit?
They are Havanese. They're both Havanese.
Havanese what? Havanese, I'm not gonna say it.
He was at the mountaintop and didn't.
He really wanted to.
Havanese dogs to sit. There we go. I wanted to see. I didn't want to get canceled again. Okay, Havanese dogs to sit. There we go. That was good. Fuck. Why couldn't I get there? Creatively, my juices have been sapped.
Well, they've been dedicated to some money making enterprise type stuff. So don't worry about it.
Yeah, which I hate. Okay, yes, but let's move. Okay, we'll move on. I'm okay. I'll be all right. Point is, you got some Havanese dogs. You're having a great time, and they're cute. Do you have any pictures of your dogs, Daniel? Do you think our dogs would be friends?
Well, first of all, it's a bit of a distance. You know, I'm not sure.
Yeah, but what if my dog could teleport a la Nightcrawler from X-Men? What if distance wasn't a factor because they could just teleport across the country?
Well, they could probably video call. You know, they could video.
Yeah, but what if they could teleport and play?
My dog's not that great with screens. In terms of, I don't think she understands what's going on when she sees one. So I don't know if your guys' dogs are similar or different to that. It might be an issue.
We should start genetically engineering dogs so they understand technology.
Yes. Yeah.
So they can start communicating telecommunicatively, right? Like, I'm sick of my dog like seeing another dog on TV and not knowing that it's a TV. You know, or like, I want them to know that there's another dog behind the screen and that dog is just chilling and like they can talk to him and kind of play and like that's like an avenue for them. If they want to just like hit him up on like Apple FaceTime.
Yeah.
So like, is that something we can do with genetically engineered dogs? Daniel, care to comment? Local resident gene splicer.
Yeah, I really don't care to comment, actually.
Is that because you have been doing experiments on dogs and you know that they can communicate telepathically and understand that they are, not telepathically, using telecommunicative devices, a la FaceTime?
I can't speak to what I do outside.
The
silence is deafening here.
Yeah.
Yep, something tells me Daniel knows something we don't. He knows something. Those dogs are planning something, and they've given him a sweet what is it called? Gag order. No, a silent deal. What is it called when you have to not say anything? NDA, yeah. The dogs made Daniel sign an NDA. I told you I can be a good right-wing conspiracy grifter. Like I'm talking about like conspiracy. The deep state is actually a bunch of dogs. It's a council of dogs, and they've sworn Daniel to secrecy. And like, you can't prove that I'm lying. You can't prove that I'm lying.
That would help the podcast. Probably we'd probably get a lot of clicks.
Yeah, you think we could just have a slant, go with a right-wing slant, and just start start posting it on Twitter and like the only podcast on the right. Is there a podcast? The only podcast on the left is one, I think. What if we were the only podcast on the right? Last podcast on the right.
Well, I think a lot of Daniel's...
That one's not taken yet, you guys. Last podcast on the right.
We can do some multitasking here, and I think, Daniel, a lot of your guests tend to also... you have to do the same thing that you do with Tanner a lot with most of your guests. So
rein them in.
Yeah. Daniel, you've always been a pretty good moderator.
You can be like Joe Rogan, unbiased in his simplicity, and you just bring on like me, and I can pretend to be a new crackpot each week. And Daniel, you can be Joe, and you can be like, "Wow, that's very interesting. I'm not going to fact check that." Alex, pull up that video of that deer getting hit by a car, right? And that can be our podcast. And then we start posting it on Twitter, and we get a bunch of bots to promote it. And we start selling supplements. We can turn this into a legitimate business. I need a side hustle.
Alex said he's good at the marketing research, so, you know.
I said, well, that's not exactly what I said, but, you know, I'm willing to step up and learn some skills for the team. Upskill, as they say. So, sure, I'll be this, let's see. So, Daniel, you're CEO. Tanner, you can be CTO, CFO. I can be CMO, COO. Are we missing anything? Is CMO, is that even real? Is that just COO?
CMO is,
it's marketing?
Chief. Oh, maybe. Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe that's like Chief Money Officer. Like, I'm trying to get my money up.
See, I called you the CFO, though. So that would be financial.
I know, but like, what if I was trying to get my money up? Chief.
Well, I could help you out with that. Cool. Yeah, well, hey, listeners heard it here first, so I hope you guys are excited. Don't forget to subscribe to our Patreon at Daniel.
Tanner has the details on that.
I got the Patreon, yeah. It's actually just my name, Tanner_debates, a lowercase. I do private videos. I do, what do people do on Patreon? They do private. That's not like the.
They're like, the videos are like, I don't have Patreon, but I imagine what they are is like, you do have extra content, but I'm sure it's a lot of like, I'm suspicious that there's a lot of bloat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, okay, did I really need a 45-minute cut of this? No, I didn't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What
if we had an OnlyFans? What if we got an OnlyFans for the experience? We call it the OnlyFans experience.
We'd get a solid, 6 people, I think.
I think I'd be one of those people. So I'd be fine with each of us. Yeah. Infinite money hack, and then I'd use the money from our OnlyFans to invest in OnlyFans.
Ooh, that's good.
Guys, wait. Is this an infinite money cheat? I don't think so. Wait, that doesn't make any sense. I thought I had something. Point is, I think we still could do a full pivot to, grifting. We have the experience. We have that trademarked, right, Daniel? This is a chief legal officer. We have the experience podcast trademarked, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely trademarked it. No one else has that.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I feel like the experience, that's a good name. We could either sell that to a right-wing podcaster, or we could become a right-wing grift podcast and start selling supplement patter. I think those are our only options. Is that crazy?
I mean, look, like I said, if we really want this show to take off,
gotta do what you gotta do, right?
You gotta do what you gotta do, you know?
Yeah. It is as we were talking about earlier, it is a dog-eat-dog. And we don't want to be eaten, so.
Alex be having these jokes over here. Got it, finally.
Good one, Tanner.
Thank you. I be having these jokes. Okay, I'm done. I'm sorry. They should have a chief gaming officer. Oh wait, they do.
I mean, that's just all 3 of us, isn't it?
Yeah.
We kind of all share that role.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's my ideal role. Chief gaming officer, game officer is in charge of heading both the game development or the offline, online publishing functions of a company.
Yeah,
interesting.
But Daniel, I think you'd fit really well in the CBO, the Chief Balling Officer.
Because he'd be balling straight up.
Yeah. Well, and that means you could organize all of the parties, which I know you go crazy for.
And keep it balling.
Yeah.
Daniel, so you go.
I'm just curious about the wildest rager that Daniel's ever thrown. If it can be talked about on the Experience podcast. We know there's some limits to the content we can discuss here.
Yeah, you know what? I kind of want to save some stuff for the Patreon that Tanner's put together.
That is
secretive.
I will say the attendance numbers were in the 4 digits.
4 digits.
Is this real? Or is this like something you put on for the student council or something?
What's student council? Generic student council.
Like the student council at like Tech. I don't know.
Yeah, I think I know which one he's talking about, and I don't think it was affiliated with any anything that school wants to be associated with. We'll just leave it at that. But remember what you did on the balcony, Daniel? Anyway, yeah, we got to say something for the Patreon, so we'll put the cap on that for now.
Yeah.
So just a little tease. Never hurt anyone.
Well, I give you a little bit. I'd give you attendance numbers. I'll say multiple locations.
Oh, okay. Now I know which one you're talking about. Yeah.
Alex probably knows now.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Well,
that's all I can say.
I do remember it, but let's just say I don't remember it.
It was that crazy. It was that wild.
Yes. Yeah. 100%.
I'm pretty sure Tanner was there, but I'm not surprised he doesn't remember.
Yeah, it must have been a movie or something.
I remember Tanner showing up, and he was like, I was already at the first location, and I think from there it's kind of hard to remember where you're at. So I'm with him on that one.
I think I know what you guys are talking about. I think I know which one. Which shindig? It was just a little kickback. Would you say?
Yeah.
Did I get it right? Wait, I actually think I'm really wrong, but I'm going to put it in the chat, and you guys, if it's really wrong, please don't say it on air. Is this what you were talking about, Daniel? That you hosted? I'm serious. Am I stupid here? Is this what you were referencing? I actually don't get it. Please don't actually. Point is, audience members, you can tell based on the way Daniel's laughing that I'm wrong. Right, Daniel?
Yeah.
I'm egregiously wrong. Can you put it in the chat, Daniel?
I think, the chat's private enough, but I say that, and I'm sure someone can find it, but, Daniel, I think you're at liberty to share that. Obviously, listeners, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
tight-lipped about it. I like it.
I feel like we leave Tanner. Yeah, we're gonna leave Tanner in the dark until after the show because it's for the content purposes.
Yeah, no, that makes sense or whatever. I'm just gonna be like stupid or whatever and like put like bullshit in the chat. I guess. Bye, Alex. He literally left, Daniel.
Yeah, Alex is done.
He was like, "Wow, he's just a dumb fuck," right? Alex, we were saying you left because you just thought my response was just so silly and just so out of left field.
I had to take a moment. I must confess. No, Daniel, I'd say that I haven't said this in a while, but I'm going to bring it back. Daniel, you can edit this part out. I just refreshed the page and it just kicked me out. And I'm like, oh, you dunce, when it like refreshes, so it kicks you out and just really awkward.
You don't have the Skype app downloaded?
With the frequency that I use the Skype app, it's kind of surprising, but no, I don't. I don't know about you guys.
Alex, we've been doing this show. You've been on the show for longer than that, but you've been on the show during the Skype era for 4 years.
Has it really? Let's see. Hang on. Yeah, no, that sounds right.
Maybe 3 years. I don't remember when we switched to Skype. It's been multiple years.
What's the what's like starting pitchers? They'll start like every 5th game or whatever. What's your like starting pitcher rotation for the like time frame for the podcast? It feels like a little over a month.
You guys are probably on probably every 2 months ish, depending on.
Wow, is it that long? Yeah, Tanner, we need.
You guys want to go? You can come on more often if you want, but Tanner's like every time I ask Tanner, he's super busy.
This is a keeping up with the Joneses thing. I'm only concerned about it if that means like, I'm not starting the first game in the playoffs. Maybe I need to work on my movement or something. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. So we can just go to the record books here.
Oh, he's got it. He's got it pulled up.
Well, yeah, last time you recorded, you were on April 16th, like a month and a half.
Yeah, it's a month and a half. That was the UFC 300, right?
Yep. And you were on the previous week. That's because we wanted to get you on the 300. Before that was February 25th.
All right. Yeah, no, you're right.
January 22nd, so it's 1 to 2 months. November 28th. So
depending on how much you like me and Tanner in one time.
Look, I try not to ask people to come on too much because then you guys are like, oh man. Again, I got to give you space. Other people
from each other.
Yeah, I need my space. Okay.
Yeah,
Tanner,
from each other.
Tanner and I had to have a conversation, and I respect Tanner for this, for kind of
squash the beef off there. Yeah.
Yeah. But he's had to have a few conversations with me, and I respect him for that, for treating it the way he did. So I understand, and I know my slider hasn't been good this year as it was in years past. So I know you gotta, from a managerial standpoint, you gotta do what you gotta do, Daniel.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of baseball, this is my only relevant fact. You see that what happened to the Braves with Ozuna? Got injured. He's going to be out for the season. You see that, Acuna? You see that? What happened to him?
Our boy Ronald.
Yeah, Ronald Acuna. Yeah. You guys see that? You guys hear about this? I turned to Jay Leno, Shy Jay Leno. You guys see that? You hear about this? You guys a fan of the Atlanta Braves, huh? See this? You hear about this? Okay, well, I wasn't sure. I don't know. I'm just trying to make some water cooler talk. You guys hear about what's happening in college football right now? You guys hear about this? You guys talking about this?
Yeah, pretty
crazy stuff, huh?
Yeah, it's gonna make my DraftKings app a little different. That's for sure.
Wait, are you talking about like the gambling stuff and how they're trying to? What are you talking about?
No, I was referring to the paying of the players, but it just means I'll be betting the overs on the big boys from now on. Disclaimer: I don't actually bet. That's a joke.
We should be sponsored by DraftKings.
DraftKings,
if you're listening, sponsor us. I will shamelessly read a DraftKings plug.
Get $500 in free bets.
I personally use DraftKings to make prop bets only, and so far I've lost about $3,000 and my wife's left me. Anyways, use DraftKings /the experience to get a promo code and $20 off your first bet. Like, see how easy that was?
Yeah. Daniel, that's an untapped.
Yeah, Daniel's chief marketing officer. Can you market us? Can you talk to some connects you have in the industry and like get this stuff figured out?
I'm pretty sure I'm the CMO, so I can get on there.
Wait, are you the CMO?
Yeah,
okay.
So Daniel was CEO because he's got to be. Yeah. You had the cool ones of finance and tech, so I had to go with like
operations
and marketing.
Gaming.
So I was like, okay, I'll give myself those.
Yeah, give yourself. If you could have a dream chief officer corporate title, like what would it be?
Like, we talking like real ones?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I would go for CEO.
CEO? Okay, well that's kind of boring. No offense.
See, but
like, here's your list.
At the top, it's kind of lonely, but it's not too bad. Oh my goodness.
CEO, I feel like you get a lot of the heat. Also comes with the credit, but like, I don't know. I wonder if there's maybe a chief, like, chef officer. That would be awesome. Like something for cooking.
Visionary officer.
Risk officer, supply chain officer. Daniel, what's your ideal one? Are you a sustainability guy? Chief
Sure.
sustainability? You'll take that one? Or like, what would be your dream one?
Tanner, I don't really stay up at night dreaming about.
Tanner, I've got one for you.
Yeah.
The Chief Genealogical Officer.
Do I see that? Oh, that's awesome. What is the genealogical integrity of an organization? What the hell is that? Is that what I think it is? I don't know what that is.
Daniel,
Promote a coherent. What is that? Like, that's how I interpreted this, but what is this? Like a nepotism officer? Like, right? That's how I interpreted it. Like chief nepotism officer. Like keeping it in the family is kind of how, like a family business, right? Like, but at that point where you need to keep it into the family business, you've expanded beyond having it as a family business. Right, where you need to appoint a chief genealogical officer, the business is probably expanded beyond the family. This doesn't make it. I think maybe it's a oxymoron.
Well, I only see them for like Ancestry.com and the Irish Heraldic Authority. So those are, very specific companies.
What is
the Irish?
Oh, okay. So the Irish Heraldic Authority has its own. Got it.
We've all used one of their products before, that's for sure.
That's kind of awesome. There's it's not a company, but just like an office that maintains like heraldry of Irish people. What? Okay,
hold on. This is my last name. Let me look up my coat of arms. It's like, honestly, it's more legit, but it's kind of like that vibe.
Wait, you're not Irish, right?
I mean, my parents tell me I am.
Oh snap! Really?
I definitely am, like to some degree.
I thought 4 coat of arms. Okay. Can you guys see my screen?
There's no way it's a freaking yin and yang.
This is Nielsbohr, I guess.
Yeah, that's
coat of arms of Nielsbohr. It's got the yin and yang.
Yeah, he designed it himself. I mean, I don't know how legit it is,
Dude must have been smoking something. What did he invent? Something or something like that?
Yeah, what the heck? He's kind of kooky.
He put a taijutsu on there, yin and yang, and a motto: Contraina sunt complementa. Man, what was he smoking, dude? Nobel Prize in Physics, atomic structure, quantum theory. I think that's a load of crock. What a load of crock. You could just tell, I don't know.
Yeah.
This is like what have you seen like, you know what I mean? Like stoner music.
Yeah, what's it called? Like, it's like the psychedelic. For the listeners, we're looking at
here we go. This one. This is what I think of. I'll pull it up.
Oh, okay, so it's not like
Bohemian
explicitly
style
drugs, but it's like, yeah.
This is what I think of. Like the string lights, pages hidden up here, candles.
Yeah.
Weird, astrological stuff. This is what Niels Bohr was on. He was just like, check out my perfect stoner girl space. Honestly, this is kind of cute, and there's a lot of flowers. I won't hate.
Yeah.
Stoner guy space where it's like, this is just gross. You know what I mean? Like, it's too much. Like,
well, it's just like, where's the subtlety? Like,
here we go. The weed pillow.
Like, okay, yeah.
Pillow mushroom. Like,
the leaf is just like, it's like in literature when they're like, show, don't tell. Like, come on. Like, really? It's don't make it that obvious.
That you smoke weed.
Let's hint at it, please.
Oh, this is awesome. I'm getting this for my room. Oh, this is so cool. Starter pothead poster framed. Give me that 40 by 60 inch one.
Why is it $500? Oh,
$500. That's insane. It's like 5 feet long. It's like a TV that glows up and says "Stage Show." That's what I would get if I was the ultimate stoner and maybe a drug dealer and I had $500 to burn. Get a giant neon sign.
That seems like something that would go in like the WeWork lobby of a like startup weed dispensary. Like a young hippie, yeah. We're trying to disrupt the weed space, and like we don't drug test. It's chill and all, but like, please don't show up to work high. We're simply trying to disrupt the space by
we're a startup that facilitates the
It's like
I don't know. They got to. There's probably
DoorDash
something
for weed.
Yeah, exactly. Something like that. That it would just have like tacky shit. Could you imagine working for like that's? I mean, that's going to be, in the future soon coming, right? It's going to be like working for Anheuser-Busch, but working for what's it called SunMed,
big weed.
right? SunMed. This is like the big one. SunMed LLC is the big player in the weed space, but it's going to be like, yeah, I work for SunMed, and I get like, is there a stigma against working for like AB and Anheuser-Busch?
AB is like so corporate that I don't personally have one.
Like I feel like the weed business is going to get so corporate that it's also going to, which is kind of crazy to think about.
Think about like how like Bud Light commercials.
Yeah,
you're just gonna have.
They're going to make weed commercials.
That's gonna. There's a lot.
Yeah. What do you think the first weed commercial is going to be? Like think like the Clydesdale Stallion kind of classic like Bud
classic
commercials.
Weed.
What do you think? Yeah, what do you think the first weed commercial is going to be? And when?
Do you think,
most importantly, when?
Do you think it's the generation after Generation Alpha that, like, when they assume like chief marketing roles, then that's when that would happen? Because like I think
weed's not gonna be cool
people
by
our age, like Gen Z, we still have sort of this weed stigma. Like Gen A, like once it's federally legalized, and that's when that'll kind of like set the gears in motion, which I don't think will happen. Like, like it'll be after Generation Alpha, and then they have to grow up to when they're in the position to be like, yeah, this is chill. To when you get that like classic one, maybe earlier.
I'm just imagining like when people who smoke weed eventually, like the younger generation eventually growing up, and you think like the wine moms, like, oh, man, my mom's late from picking me up from soccer practice because she's drunk on wine again. She'd be like, oh man, my mom's late. Sorry guys, she can't drive the minivan around. She's blazed. She's not a wine mom. She's a 420 mom.
Yeah.
Like, those are going to be the days, man. What the heck? I'm guessing, I think a safe bet is within 20 years, but maybe a less.
Wow, I went way too high. So maybe I'm the upper bound then.
I think
I'm just
realistically 7 to 8 years.
True. I guess the commercial won't be like it won't be. My reasoning was like that's when the generation will be like fully accepting of it, because I think there's still a little bit like from some corners. Not even as like oh it's bad, but more of like we grew up kind of hearing about oh it's bad. So there's just still that like residual stigma. But that'll be an interesting thing to experience. Shout out to the podcast.
So eventually there'll be a chief weed officer.
Yeah. And
it'll be CEO of a weed company.
Double.
And Daniel, that's not, I understand your dream chief officer, but, oh man, I missed it. Chief. No, wait, Chief?
Chief Keef Officer.
Chief Keef Officer.
CKO. Oh man, that was right there.
Yeah, dang, I'm a little slow. Daniel, when do you think we'll start seeing weed commercials?
So, the daily weed consumption is already higher than daily alcohol consumption.
Oh, I did see that.
Wait, is that real?
Well, by that I mean, let me be more specific. The number of people or percentage of people that do marijuana daily is higher than the number of people that drink daily or regularly, whatever the metric is. But the point is that it's been surging the last.
Wow, and 20 estimated marijuana.
That's because
Okay.
Yeah, daily consumption outpaces alcohol.
That's probably for the best.
Yeah, I guess it's better, but I feel like that, and this is the big reason why. I can't imagine the percentage of people who drink every day and the population of people who do drink is very high. but I think the population of people who smoke every day of the general population is higher. Does that make sense? Like, I mean, the statistic says it right here. 40% of cannabis users use it daily or near daily.
That's still, I think both are higher than you think.
Okay, what percentage of people do you think use alcohol or daily? Like, so it's 40% for weed. What percent? What percent of current alcohol users? That wasn't very good Googling. You can see my brain's broken.
Yeah, your brain.
The heck? Guys, what the heck? What percentage of...
Yeah, 12 and older? What the hell?
Dang. Heavy alcohol use, maybe.
I'm getting a graph for you guys. Hold on.
Thank you.
Yeah, hold on. It's gotta load. I gotta click refresh. I'm sure nothing will happen.
Only 60% of adults aged 18 through 29 say they drink. I thought it was going to be higher now. Like, drink at all.
In general is down. Yeah, people don't drink as much as the good old days, as you would say.
Dang. Yeah, it's down from, I guess it peaked in 1980. It's 71%. Wow.
So Terry, you guys.
Okay, that's what I was looking for. Thank you.
That's millions of people, so it's not percentage.
This is an interesting chart. Like, alcohol's steadily grown. Maybe I'm guessing with population rate, but like
probably
weed literally exponentially growing in the past 30 years. Interesting. Very interesting. What do you guys think? Is there any explanations of where you found this chart? Like, what do they cite as like the reason?
I don't remember.
A counterculture kind of beginning in the 90s to like the DARE movement of the 80s and like say no to drugs.
I mean,
I'm trying to find this.
At least for now, it's like it's legal and then also it's less stigmatized.
Tater's going through menus right now, and it's.
I'm trying, okay. That's how you Google. I figured it out. Here we go. Where's this new study? God damn it. Yeah. Oh, it's on Threads. Perfect. What the heck? Guys, does Google suck now? Did I get stupid?
Chat. Both things can be true.
Okay, here's the study. Recognizing. It's got to be this one. I'm guessing it's the study. I'll go read it. I'll report back, you guys.
Yeah, we can include a link to the study in the
podcast.
Yeah.
Here, I'll put it. Oh, don't worry, guys. I'll put it in the chat. Wait, I should have put it in the URL. What the fuck am I doing?
For our listeners, Tater put the title in the
title of the study. I'm going nuts over here. I am just. My brain is slowly melting.
Daniel, you got to cut this guy off before he really does get his kids.
Literally, it says millions of using. It's millions of tanners using. Just kidding. That's not what's actually happening. But
what's happening?
And I'm not on drugs. I'm not on drugs.
I think Tater's on drugs.
It just sounds like I've lost it. It's a late night. It's gonna be a late night.
It's not that late. It's
it's 9 o'clock. What are you talking about? That's way past my bedtime.
It's good. It's good. It's probably when does the late night start? You know?
Around here.
Yeah. It's dark here. So
10:45.
10:45. That's late.
I guess there is still light outside.
Talking late doing what?
It's dark here. It's dark where I am.
Not quite dark here. It's like dusk. That's a nice time. It's like that perfect summer duskiness There's still a little crack of light left. The lightning bugs start coming out and the air gets a little cooler. Okay, this is actually the perfect summer weather, I'll say it. Summer dusks can't be beat. I kind of want to be out on the porch now, just drinking a beer with the mosquito, the fire thingy that tiki torch ones have, the mosquito repellent.
They like smell kind of weird.
Yeah, that's a vibe. Summer nights with the tiki torch smell.
With the chemicals.
You can just spend time chatting out there and just, I don't know, enjoying what the summer really has to offer.
Tanner,
that's a core memory.
I need to get back to Atlanta and invite you over to the place, and we can do that.
The place?
Like my parents' house.
Yeah. I was like, wait, what's the place? I thought that was so nebulous that I thought it was like a new like hip club. But I had never heard of the place.
I'm pretty cool.
Yeah, you never heard of the place?
Cool. The place. That might be the worst name for a club. I'm pretty sure that's a joke in some kind of comedy show. But okay, I'll meet you at the place.
Yeah,
I see what you mean based on like your. I see. It took me a second. I get it now.
Okay, that's the show.
Perfect.
Well, thank you folks for watching and listening and leaving an audio comment if you did. I appreciate it and read every single comment. Sometimes we even read it on air. So if you enjoyed this episode, please leave your thoughts in the form of a comment.